Hey, murder phoniacs. This is your host, Tony Ciaglia, the serial killer whisperer. And I'm much, much more.
Are you?
Yeah. Come on. I got to start.
We heard last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
OBGYN.
Yeah, she's a porn star.
Oh, yeah.
Dancer, choreographer.
Everything. You name it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is my amazing co-host and a man who needs absolutely no introduction at all. The fucking Coxman. So, guys, last night, right? My mom, my dad, and me were watching TV. And my mom said to my dad, "What do you think about your son calling you the fucking Coxman?" And I turned to my dad and I said, "Let me answer this. I got it." So my head turned immediately to the right as I addressed my mom with this short, simple answer. I said to my mom, "The man is a fucking legend. People all over the globe, they know this guy as the Coxman. Mom, it's not a domestic thing anymore. It's international." How do you like that?
I didn't see it anywhere.
You didn't?
No. You slipped that in. That was awesome. That was awesome. All I was going to say to her, right, is I watched the movie Cold Pursuit the other night, right? And Liam Neeson, you know who he is, right?
Oh, from The Taken.
I do have certain abilities. You know the guy, right?
Don't you sound like him? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, his name in Cold Pursuit was Mr. Coxman. I swear. It's spelled Coxsman. Mr. Coxman.
That's
so
awesome.
If it's okay for him,
yeah,
then it's okay for my son to call me it, right?
When did they make that movie?
Oh, it's an older one.
Okay, yeah. So, well,
it's not the same, though.
They don't have to pay us royalties.
No.
Okay.
All right. Hey, listen, before we get started, I want to take a minute to thank our friend, a really, really great guy. We've known him all our lives. Well, not me, but Tony has. But anyway, John, thank you. John is a gold murder phoniac, and he signed up for another year. And just wanted to thank you, buddy, for your support. It means a lot. He's a lifelong friend. He's part of the family. We love you, buddy. Thank you.
I would like to add that John and a very small group of friends, after I got hurt, see, John is Joey's age. Joey's 3 years. He's 3 years younger than me. And John, Paul, Mike, those guys, when I got hurt, not only when I got hurt, when all of my friends, if you can call them that, after they dumped me, these guys kind of took their place. And, well, thank you.
They were great.
They were great.
They lifted you up.
They did.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, John. Love you, buddy.
We missed. Let's say it. John, from the two hillbillies, Gore and Waterfield. to
Haddon Clark.
to Shawcross, the great art. To
John likes him.
I know.
Uh-huh.
To Hanson and West, finding Megan Hemrick. And now, the Cannibal creator, Joe Metheny, a.k.a.
Tiny.
John has never missed an episode. Thanks, man. We really appreciate it.
Okay. I know you all love to listen to Tiny Talk. Could be like a talk show. Tiny Talk. Welcome to Tiny Talk.
Right.
Yes. So let's get right into a short clip today.
Okay.
I hope it's real short.
Oh man, how's everything going out there? You know, everything's good, right? Weather's finally starting to cool off. That's good, man. You know, come this time, we're so sick of the fucking 100-degree weather temperature.
Yeah, I hear the weather out there is real bad. Well, it's the same out here. The only thing is we got a lot of humidity. I know you got it kind of dry out there, but I know that heat does bear up out there.
So what were you like before? Were you just a normal guy?
Yep, I'm the same as anybody else, man. It don't, for what I did, it ain't nothing special what I did, that's for damn sure. I mean, I ain't proud of it, but I don't lose no sleep over it. All the some bitches I killed had one foot in the grave, and the other all banana peel anyway. That's right. A bunch of drug addict sons of bitches, that's all they was.
You know, Dad, you could tell by that call what a nice guy he was. You know, he did all of those girls a favor, right? A favor. You heard it from his mouth. The golden goose himself. They were all just drug-addicted bitches with one foot on a banana peel and the other in a grave. You know, Joe, that's just what you were. A worthless, drug-addicted son of a bitch. Too bad some good Samaritan didn't come by and put you down.
Wouldn't that have been great?
Mm-hmm. Would have saved a lot of lives.
Yeah.
You know, he also said, I ain't proud of it, but I didn't lose no sleep over it. Well, come on, Joe. Don't lie. You were very proud of it. So proud of it, it made your God, Satan, proud of you. Before we get into the week's episode, I want to share a short question that I ask all of the serial killers I was dealing with. I asked them all this same question. It's very simple. I'm a simple man, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Amongst other things.
A lot of things.
Yes.
Dear Joe, this is very short, but important to me in gaining knowledge about you. When your life is over, tell me what it is that you want to be remembered as. Thanks in advance for your honest response. I appreciate this a lot. Your friend, Tony. You know, if I was like into forensics or, you know, some kind of doctor,
Yeah.
I'd have to say that was fucking brilliant. Right?
Yeah, it was.
I'm even impressing myself. Uh-huh. Now, most of the responses, you guys, I got were, I want to be remembered for all the good things that I did in life. Or I get this. I want to be remembered for the people I helped. Or some other bullshit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But not Joseph Metheny. Here is his answer.
And here it is. It's, all right.
Yeah.
Look who the little creature that he drew on the top of it. You knew the answer was going to be special, didn't you?
Very.
We're going to post the whole letter on Buy Me a Coffee. The YouTubers they see it. You can see the letter, but on Buy Me a Coffee, this letter will be posted in its entirety. Living color.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Metheny.
With the Vincent van Gogh up in the top or left-hand corner of the page. Sorry, Vincent.
Yeah, right?
Sorry. You guys are going to like this. Tony, you asked what I would like to be remembered for after my dead and stinking ass is laid in the ground. I was brought into the world as a result of a drunken fuck back in 1954. 9 months later, on March 2nd, 1955, I was born. From the moment I slid out of my mother's cunt, I knew that life was not going to be good for me. Once the doctor grabbed me by the ankles, then held me upside down and busted my ass for nothing more than just to see me cry. I grew up being used and abused.
Did you?
Then being passed around from one motherfucker to another motherfucker. I am nothing more than what society has made me. I was an unwanted, discarded punching bag for all who needed to get out some frustrations upon. Wah, wah, wah. It was all fine until the day I finally realized I could turn the tables and do it to them and their loved ones. And for this, they throwed me behind the walls of this fucking prison until the day that I die. Then and only then will I truly know what peace is in my life. So what I would like to be remembered for is being the poster child for rubbers, because if you don't have safe sex, I could be one of your kids. Fuck you all. I have no regrets. It was fun. Joseph Metheny, Bloody Fingerprint, a.k.a. Tiny. Let's discuss this.
We have to.
We do.
You want me to start?
Yeah, please.
Always trying to make a joke out of it. You know, always.
And it's the same fucking thing with this guy.
And he's, like you said last week, the guy's got no respect. He's got no manners, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
As I slipped out of my mother's cunt.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
Fucking fat ass. Dude.
And he's used this too, he was used and abused as some kind of punching bag for all those around him. Come on, Joe.
Poor me. Mm-hmm. Right?
Poor me.
Poor me. And once I got mad and I started to get even and turn the tables, what'd they do? They throwed my ass in prison.
Behind these prison walls.
Until the day I die. And then he said this in the letter, and this really jumped out at me. then I will know peace. There's no peace in hell. Am I right, Tony?
No, there
I
isn't.
wouldn't imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So, Joe, I don't think so.
Yeah. The devil will look at him and just say, fuck off. Yeah.
Right?
Toss him into the lake
Yeah.
of fire. Mm-hmm.
But-
Maybe he'll burn next to Bundy.
Yeah.
A couple of those other assholes
Yeah, they
that got there before him.
They can hook up down there, right?
Yeah.
The thing, though, that he says that's true, and I think it's kind of funny because he did have a sense of humor, sick as it was. Poster child for safe sex because one of those kids could turn out like him. Thought that was rather amusing.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends with the truth, doesn't he?
He does.
He says the truth. Fuck you. I have no regrets. I liked what I did. I liked it. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what he did.
Just like I've said before, he wears it like a badge of honor.
Mm-hmm. He really does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say we covered that letter pretty thoroughly. What do
Yeah.
you think?
I don't know what. You're sexy.
It's-
You are. You look great.
You are brilliant, though. That was a brilliant question. And I can remember way back when you came to me and said, I'm going to ask these guys this question and we'll see what kind of response. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really.
And
you ought to-
most of them are bullshit, though.
Yeah,
the
they
responses.
are. I mean, you got some names on that list, though.
Oh, yeah.
Kenneth
Bianchi.
Bianchi. He's a beaut.
Randy Kraft.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Harvey, right?
Yeah,
He's
Harvey
on,
Kerrigan.
Cadden,
Clark.
There's a lot of them.
Elmer Wayne Henley.
Yeah. It's like a list of deviants.
Deviants, yes.
So we said, he wants to be remembered for these things that he talked about. There's one other thing I think he should be remembered for. A 500-pound whiny little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm broke. I'm broke. Please send the money. Please buy my shirts. Please anything. Food packages. I'm broke. I'm a broke ass fat pig here in jail. I'm just a slob living here and I need food. Could you please send the money? Please, please, please.
And he's not kidding.
No, he's a little bitch.
It's how he was. I wouldn't want to fight him.
No, well, it's hard to throw him around and shit, but
Mhm.
a couple of shots to the neck, the throat.
Exactly. Jump
you
on his
run
back, go
around him.
go
Yeah.
for his fucking eyes. Tear his fucking eyes out.
But he's a one. I got a name for him.
What?
You know what? You came up with the Dildo Gilgo,
Yes.
the Gilgo Beach Killer,
Yes.
Rex. How about Whiny Tiny?
Oh,
Huh?
hey.
You like that?
No, I don't like it. I love it.
Just
Brilliant.
Whiny Tiny.
Whiny Tiny.
For somebody to come off as tough as he acts,
Yeah.
he sure acts like a little bitch. He
Mhm.
really does. So
I bet
you
he
never sent him any money, other than the quarterly meal packages that you sent.
Yeah.
So you added to those 500 pounds. But he was always on the con, man.
he doesn't let the dog pound.
Oh, no.
Know how much of a bitch he is.
No, are you kidding?
Mhm.
Strutting arm in arm, right? Through the jail.
Yeah.
See, maybe he thought he could wear you down. I don't know. Here's a couple of letters that he sent back to Tony in April of 2009. They both came in the same month. And it'll show you what we're talking about. So this letter was dated April 5th, 2009. Hey, Tony. As always, good to hear from you. I hope you won't let your temper get you in trouble anymore. Those are some bad times, buddy.
Yeah, they were.
Please take it from me. It's really not worth all the heartache it will bring you. Just look where my temper got me. I have a favor to ask. Would you buy some artwork off of me? I'm broke and hurting in here. Right away.
Uh-huh.
I know this will sound really crazy, but would you be interested in buying a finger?
What?
Truth.
Truth.
It's in the letter right here. I'm really serious about this.
And that's the response I had when I read that for the first time years ago.
Yeah. Well, we all did. I'm thinking about selling my little finger on my left hand for $500. I really am serious about this. So I'm giving you the first chance to get it before I offer it to others. Let me know. You take care out there later, Joe.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about his little finger. I mean, I'm not interested in that at all. But maybe, just maybe, if he cut that little useless fucking dick off, I might consider purchasing that. I might even go as high as $1,000. Yeah, forget the 500. If he cuts his fucking dick off, the man deserves $1,000. Don't you think?
$1,000.
$1,000.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, I'll put it in some formaldehyde, and my brother's wife, she could get good use out of it.
But seriously, I got to bring you back to earth. $1,000, maybe 200. 200. That's the top.
How do you get to 200?
Come on, buddy. That's easy.
How?
$100 an inch.
Oh, that was good.
Right?
Yeah.
100 an inch.
Fuck. And that was off the script. That
Tiny.
tiny.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah. You have to with this guy.
Oh.
All right. Let me go to the next letter, and you guys will understand what we're talking about, Mr. Conman. Hey, this is from April 19th, 2009. Hey, Anthony, I got your letter. Thanks for writing. I would have responded sooner, but I have been financially embarrassed.
Eddie, why don't you just ask him for the money? What movie?
Vacation.
There you go.
Vacation, right? With Clark Griswold.
Yeah, remember Aunt Edna says that?
Yeah,
Eddie, why don't you just ask him for the money?
He obviously can't take a hint, right?
Oh, boy.
All right, back to the letter.
Mhm.
I have already told you some of my stories of which I have been convicted, the ones that landed me in prison. I even told you of 2 murders that I have not been convicted of. One was the murder of the little red-haired girl who was 12 years old. And the other I told you about was the little prostitute that I picked up at the 76 truck stop in Reno and killed and buried in Sharps, Nevada. You have been more than generous in buying me some food packages, and I appreciate it very much. I got no problem with telling you of my past dark experiences. Some I am not really proud of. And then there are others who I just never cared about.
He's proud of him.
Yes. He
Is that why you did this?
Yes.
Yeah, because, you know.
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
I just never cared about that. He's full of shit, isn't he?
Very much so.
And then there's others who I just never cared about. Come on. In fact, I feel I may have done some of them a favor. Here we go. By murdering them. For they had one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. Fuck them. There's the tiny we know.
There he is.
Well, I guess you're not going to take me up on my offer about the finger. You didn't mention anything about it in your letter, so I guess that's a no. If you change your mind and I haven't sold it, please let me know. I'm going to close for now. Later, Joe Metheny, and I did not make this up. He signed it. Later, Joe Metheny, one broke-ass serial killer, a.k.a. Tiny.
Man, too bad I didn't ask him for his dick back in the day.
You might have done it.
Just take a little,
Yeah.
oh God, I don't even know. It's like
I don't know.
a little razor.
Yeah, they're little finger clippers.
Yeah, and just go just right up at the top, right at the balls. Just
get those 2 inches to them.
uh-huh.
All right. Let's hear a little more from Whiny Tiny.
Just pop my drawers, $25 a pop. I hear they're out there selling them left and right.
Yeah. That's not me, though. I don't do that. I keep everything myself. I collect.
Buddy, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a woman up there somewhere in Ontario, Canada or someplace.
Okay.
She's I don't have the name of the newspaper she works for, was doing a story. How the hell she gets, I don't know, they got me all over the world on that internet stuff.
The internet is unbelievable.
Huh?
The internet is an unbelievable source of information.
Yeah.
You can get anything on anybody. It's something.
Yeah.
You were probably in prison before it came out.
Huh?
Were you already in jail before it came out, the internet?
No, the computers and stuff is out there. I went down in '96, so.
Okay, no, the internet was around.
Advanced as it seems to be now.
No, it wasn't as advanced, but it was just coming out around that time.
Whiny Tiny.
You like that?
I do like that. That's yours. That's all yours. You own that.
It fits them.
Own it, baby. Own it.
It fits them.
Uh-huh. I love it. Oh, drawings. What do you think about that, Dad? $25 a pop. He's selling them. They're selling them left and right on the internet that he knows nothing about. Right?
He's so full of shit.
Uh-huh.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's just trying to coerce me into buying.
Yeah. And then you don't get them. That was the one and only time, I mean.
All right. I never got the transcripts. I never got the fucking television. We know that.
Yeah.
He said they wouldn't let him send that.
The only thing, you got one T-shirt, which was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
But there was supposed to be 2 more, and they didn't come.
They didn't come.
Security.
It's kind of hard to count on him, wouldn't you say?
I would say. Yeah.
All right. So they got me all over the world. He loves that.
He does.
Yeah, because of the internet. They're selling his drawings for $25 a pop all over the fucking world.
They're talking about him.
They're talking about him. He went from tiny Joe Metheny to fucking George Clooney. Right? I mean, the guy is like up here now. You like that?
I love it.
Uh-huh. All right. This is from a letter dated August 19th, 2009. Hey, Anthony. I got your letter. Thanks for writing. Sorry to hear you are going through some tough times again out there. I'm not doing all that well in this hellhole either. It's so fucking hot and humid.
It just dawned on me. It's not here, but it just dawned on me. What was the date? Was it 2009?
2009.
Yeah, so that's when the mortgage industry hit the mountain. That's when we lost just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
AJ Capital?
Yeah. I mean, It was bad times. And it just clicked here. Sorry you're going through some tough times again. I'm not doing that well either. Fuck you, Joe.
Yeah.
Everything. You don't even, go ahead.
Every reason why he's not doing well is because he put himself there.
Right. I'm sorry. It just clicked.
That's good. I never thought about that.
I didn't think about it either until I'm thinking 2009. That was terrible.
I triggered something in your
Yes,
mind.
you did. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
So it's hot and humid in this damn cell. I'm sitting here naked. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Once again, that's why he only likes dead pussy.
Yeah, right.
Mhm. So I'm sitting here naked, writing this letter with a wet rag on my head.
This letter right here. Think about it. He was there naked writing this.
With a wet towel on his head.
Oh.
The guard comes by looking at me every hour, doing his rounds. Then he shakes his head and walks on down the tier to the next cell, laughing his ass off. It must be a hell of a sight to look in here and see a 500-pound fat man wearing nothing but a wet rag on his head. Ha ha. You asked me for some of the locations of my dead bitches out there. Empathy is such a thing with this guy, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
Gosh, he's so empathetic.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, I got no problem with doing this for you, but I hope you can understand that I'm not going to sell my ass down the river for nothing. I will give up 2 bodies for $500.
There it is again, right?
Yeah. These bodies are located here in the state of Maryland, just about 40 miles from where I am right now. They are located between Hagerstown and Frederick, Maryland. These bodies have been on a piece of land for more than 20 years. You send me $500 and I will send you a map where you can find them.
I love you.
Woo.
Oh, boy.
$500, Dad.
That's the number.
Mm-hmm. I've never lied to you. You take care out there. Later, Joe, a.k.a. Tiny Bloody Fingerprint. Now, here's the thing. He's lied to me lots.
Oh, yeah.
He lied to me about the fucking TV. He lied to me about the fucking T-shirts.
Did you get the court transcripts?
Never saw them.
Never.
Because they were never in the mail.
Never.
I can remember, you guys, reading this letter like it was yesterday. I had to call my mom and dad into the room and say, you guys aren't going to believe this. It's unbelievable. Oh. So, mom and dad come in the room and we were laughing. Remember, we were laughing so much.
Oh, God.
Because of this,
Yeah.
First, let's everyone just picture what the guard had to see. Okay? All right, John? You're in prison and you walk by that cell and you see him in there. And you have that moment of clarity. He winks at you and he blows you a kiss. You shake your head like this and you walk on to the next cell. So you're looking at this slob, right? This serial killer with a wet fucking towel on his head and his little dick, but you can't see the dick. That's what's so fucking fabulous about this. You can't see his dick because of the protruding gut that hangs down. And John, yes, he's looking at you and he's going.
Oh, God.
And then he goes, you can't see it, buddy, but you know it's there and it's waiting for you.
Oh,
Oh, boy. What the fuck? You know the guard? The guard probably quit his job.
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, after he threw up.
Yeah. And then his con mentality, right?
Yeah.
Because he's a con. This guy's the definition of a con man. He shows through, right? He shows his true bearings when he asks for the $500. For the location of 2 bodies. Not one, but 2 bodies. 2 bodies. He actually thought he could con me. And maybe he could, but I have this is my father. He wouldn't allow that to happen.
You wouldn't have done it.
Not even with a brain injury, right?
No fucking way. No.
Yeah. So I wish, right, this slob, he thought he was so slick, smooth, suave. And he could have seen, I wish, our reaction when we read this letter. My mom, my dad, and me.
Wouldn't it have been great if we could have videotaped that we were crying, we were laughing so hard, and sent it to him?
And Joey,
here's your answer.
Yeah, Joey wasn't at the table because he was in his bedroom. His wife was pissing in his mouth.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I haven't mentioned that this whole fucking season. I haven't said that.
Better say you're sorry to Joe.
I'm sorry, Joe. I understand it's a problem, but there's help. There's therapists, there's counselors, there's medication. Okay? We'll work together to beat this.
Sick man.
So here's a partial letter. All right? This is my response to Joe Metheny, the big bad man. It basically was a go fuck yourself, Joe. In polite form.
Yes.
It was polite. As polite as you can be when you say, go fuck yourself, Joe.
Right.
This is part of the letter, right? It's to Joe Metheny, dated September 9th, 2009. Okay, so his letter came to me on August 9th, 2009.
Okay.
So I'm getting back to him 1 month later.
Right.
To the day.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I'm dealing with a lot of other fucking
about
assholes.
30 of them writing to you at that point.
A lot of other fucking assholes writing to me. Hey, Joe. Hello, my friend. I got your last letter. And thank you for the story you shared with me. If that little girl and her mother are still alive, I would love to go and tell them that they were lucky to have walked among evil and survived to see another day. Yes, Joe, I am calling you the evil one. And I hope that doesn't offend you. If I know you as well as I think I do, I'm sure you'll probably enjoy the label. You asked me for $500 for 2 graves, which is kind of confusing because you already offered these. Let me refresh your memory. I never did receive the court transcripts that you promised or the TV that I fucking paid for.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I paid for it.
It just clicked in, didn't it?
Yeah, I fucking paid for it. And he never sent it to me. So it was like he received the money and he conned me.
Hey, you got a prison ID.
Oh, I did. So I should be happy and just let everything
Just
go.
let it go, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck him. And you said you were going to give me the location of some of your dead bitches. See, if it wasn't written verbatim in the letter, dead bitches, I would never refer to them as that. Just to let you know. To make up for it, I'm just calling in that promise, my friend. Let me know your thoughts. You know, I don't pay for information, so I'm kind of surprised that you brought it up. I understand you're hurting from your letters. Because when you're reading his letters,
Yes.
that's kind of the sound that I hear in my ears.
It's the truth, isn't it?
I'm hurting. I'm hurting.
Whiny tiny.
Whiny. It's what you hear too, isn't it? In your
Oh, it
ears?
is. It's
Yes.
disgusting.
So he's hurting. And I'm bringing that up because that's what he said. I'm hurting. But I think you've got the wrong guy because I don't pay for information. I just don't do this. I'm going to sign off now. Joe.
$500.
The magic five.
Yeah, the magic five.
It's always five with this guy.
It is.
Exactly.
Every
Five.
letter after
Five.
letter. Just send 500. Fuck this for two bodies. Fuck him.
Fuck.
Am I
him.
right?
Yeah.
Listen, I think you handled this perfectly. And you said it up front. This was a go fuck yourself letter in a polite way. Because you don't want to break off the relationship.
You don't want
You
to
still
burn
had
a
a
bridge.
lot of information to get.
Mm-hmm.
So you told him to go fuck himself in a polite way. And it was great. I mean, you called him on everything. I loved it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate compliments,
Do you?
especially from you.
I like it. Yeah.
I like you. Hey?
Hey.
Hey. Oh, crazy. Dad, why don't you read the last letter before we wrap up for today? It's another story about Whiny Tiny during his truck driving days.
I can do it. Can I get a drink of water first?
Yeah,
Drink? Is it okay? I'm just proving to you.
I like it. You're even asking me. Drink.
What do you think?
One more.
You sure? All right.
Drink.
Mm.
It's good, isn't it? It's good. I'll get you to like this.
Nectar of the gods. I like it.
Yes.
Okay. You ready? This is a letter dated September 1st, 2009.
This is going to blow your minds.
Hey, Tony. Greetings to you, my friend. I got your letter and I enjoyed your bowling story. I sure hope you send me the rest of it so I know how it ended. Well, now it's my turn to tell you a story that started out in a little town up in Frederick, Maryland. I was coming back heading east on I-70 on my way to Baltimore, Maryland. I was a little hungry and tired, so I pulled into the 76 truck stop. I wasn't planning on being there very long, just grabbing a fast bite and maybe catch a cat nap.
You know, though, stop. A fast bite. Yeah, well, he eats half of the fucking menu.
He does.
Right? Exactly. So nothing's fast
I
in a
know.
restaurant with this asshole.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes these 76 truck stops. Yeah. You
Mhm.
remember? Reno.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little prostitute. Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck. But I ended up fucking laying over there for 5 damn days. I went into the diner and I found a table and I sat down and picked up a menu. I heard a verse. Sorry. Let me start over there.
Okay.
I went into the diner and found a table, sat down, and picked up a menu. I heard a voice say to me, "Can I help you?" And I looked up and I saw the cutest little waitress standing there. I ordered myself a couple of eggs, bacon, some home fries, 4 steaks. I had a few desserts too thrown in. It doesn't say that. But I don't think this is all he ate. What do you think? From
No.
looking at him. Fuck.
No.
Along with a cup of coffee. I pulled out my logbook and started bringing it up to date. Then, out of nowhere, I heard this little voice say to me, "Mister, please help me. I'm lost and I can't find my mommy." I looked up and there across from me was this little girl, about 6 or 7 years old. I asked her if she was hungry, and she said, "Yes, I am." The waitress came with my food and says to me, "Hey, I see you found a new little friend." I said, "I believe she found me." I asked the waitress if she happened to know anything about this little girl or the whereabouts of her mother. She said, "Yes, I do." And she kind of gave me a little sideways look. And then she said, "Don't worry about her mother. She'll be back here shortly."
I like you with a southern draw.
Do you?
I do. You need a cowboy hat and some fucking boots and tight jeans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
I told her to bring the little girl what she wanted to eat. The waitress left and came back with some pancakes and syrup, along with some strawberries and a glass of milk. The waitress asked me to step over to the counter for a little talk. I got up and followed her, and she turned around and told me about the little girl. She said her mother is turning tricks out in the parking lot. She said this is nothing new. Her mother comes here just about every weekend and does this. She goes on to say, "I know her mother very well. She has had a very rough time since her husband was killed in a car accident. She don't live far from here, and this is how she makes her money to support her and her daughter. So please don't go and be too hard on her, mister. She's just trying to get by the best way that she knows how." I went back over and I sat down and I started eating my food. I looked over at the little girl and she was eating her pancakes. And she gave me a big old smile and said, "Thank you, mister. You're a very nice man."
He's such a good Samaritan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A few minutes went by and her mother came walking in from the parking lot. She sat down next to her daughter and then looked at me and said, "Hello, my name is Kelly, and this is my daughter, Robin. I saw you when you pulled your truck into the road across the street." She said, "This is not the first time we met in here. I guess you just don't remember me, or maybe it's just that you never really saw my face. But I'm sure you may remember me from the back of my head as I was giving you a blowjob in your truck over by the truck wash." That's the Joe we know, right?
Yeah.
Then it hit me like a ton of bricks. I said, "Yes, I sure do remember you and fond memories now that you mention where we met." I ended up spending the whole weekend with her and her daughter. It was money well spent, ha. Well, I'm going to bring this to a close until next time. You take care out there, my friend. Later, Joe, a.k.a. Tiny.
Thanks, Dad. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like I said, your southern accent. Sexy.
Thank you. It was, huh?
Could you guys see the coxman in a cowboy hat? Like with a little piece of straw hanging out his mouth? And some tight jeans and some cowboy boots. Could be a new look for you.
Yeah.
It could.
I might
You're
try-
never too old.
I might try it next week.
You're never too old to explore new looks.
You're right.
It's the
You're
way I
right.
see it.
I'll try it next week.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Anyways, though, all silliness aside, could this possibly be a side of Joe Metheny that we never knew existed? Could this be Joe, the family guy? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I don't know. I mean, he did have a little boy,
He did.
and I really don't know because
We don't know what kind of dad he was, though.
No. I can only imagine. But you know, I can picture this little girl. I keep seeing her face looking up from the pancakes that she was eating, saying, you know, thank you, sir. You're a really nice man. And I see that image. So and I question, where is this going, man? Where's it going? What's he doing?
Hold on, though. Let me say something, which is kind of funny. Joe Metheny, con man, right? This little girl, Robin, is fucking conning him. She's conning him. She knows where her fucking mom is. She knows her mom's out in the fucking parking lot giving blowjobs to fucking truckers.
You're right.
Right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conning the con man.
She's conning the con man. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's not on the script. That's right off the dome,
Yeah,
man. Right off the
A
dome.
lot of this wasn't on the script,
Uh-huh.
but that's all right. It's good. But you know what?
Mm.
I don't know where it's going. I guess we're just going to have to wait until next week to find out.
What?
Yep.
Next
heard me.
week?
Next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
they have to wait
They do.
until next week to hear the end of this story.
They
It kind
do.
of reminds me of like a television series. Each series ends with that what the fuck moment. Like, what's going to happen next? Well, I guess we're hiding the climax.
Yeah, stop. Stop.
Okay. We're hiding the climax until next week. So it's one of those what the fuck moments.
Which we've had many over the years, haven't we?
have.
What the fuck?
I know.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gents, I think that's a wrap for today. It was a great show. I think it's a great show. Do you?
Always.
Always.
Always do.
So as always, take care, be safe, and always remember to walk in the calm after the storm.
Thank you.